So I would like to. This is a good dear friend of mine. His name's Zach. Can you scroll down?
Because didn't I see this guy in the documentary about the Johnny Depp trial?
Oh yeah,
he was all of the night, right?
Do you know how big his penis is?
I think it's huge.
Then yeah.
I think it's giant.
Perfect.
His name's Zach. He's a very popular Twitch streamer. Goes by Asmongold.
He looks tall
if you can scroll
too,
up to the
which
top.
is nice.
I don't think he's got a
Is
big
he?
dick.
You don't think so?
He
You can
looks
tell.
like he probably has bad genetics, to be totally honest. I don't know.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like, I mean, has he ever excelled in
so
any
neat.
like sporting events or anything?
Have you?
He's a pro
I've
gamer. World of Warcraft. Like he's really good. Do you think?
Oh, well, I mean, just to be serious about it, yeah, we're really only technically interested in working with adult professionals because you'd be surprised at how difficult getting and maintaining an erection on camera really is, especially for people who haven't been, through the ringer of kind of learning how to do this. So, I mean,
I think he's good.
I would love to see what he's got to offer.
Like,
but,
could you at least consider it? I'm
yeah.
trying to.
Well, if he wants to DM me his wiener, then I could definitely give him some sort of review.
Sure.
You know? A lot of my friends seem to have a hard time wrapping their head around the fact that I need to be able to have like an objective opinion about a man's penis. That's just part of the job. I need to be able to say, yeah, he has a great one. His sucks. His is not a factor, etc.
So you have like veto on.
Not even necessarily for her, but because we film these sort of like orgies on camera and stuff. We do like a live stream. We're actually doing one on Thursday on the Plug Talk YouTube. It's basically like this, but then there's another room with an OnlyFans stream with like an orgy going on. So it would basically be like this, but some of the people could leave and go hook up in the other room. And so in that case, I need to be able to like look at a guy and say he's got a great dick. And a lot of people just have a hard time wrapping their head around the fact that I could be a heterosexual male with really a perfect record of heterosexuality. And that
I have somebody else too.
Oh,
Nick, if you
yeah,
can pull it
for
up.
sure.
I don't know if you guys know Felix XQC.
Ooh, he might be hot, debatably. I love blondes with long hair, but he looks a little liberal.
Wait till you hear him talk.
It depends
But I have the same
on like.
question.
Wait till you see the way he
certain
sits.
photos.
He has like everything about him is so
I like
odd.
blondes with like long hair past their shoulders.
He's a dear friend of mine.
It's very
Do you think he
Jesus-y.
could
It's very
be
biblical.
considered?
From a clout perspective, yes.
Brian,
would
you
sell
think
really
it's-
well.
You think it's good to get your friends into this business?
What's that?
You think it's good to get your friends into that business?
Well, they asked me. I'm just doing them a favor to kind of
But is it a favor?
Is it a favor?
Who
Is
did
it a
they
real
vote
favor?
for? That I actually care
I feel like
about
it would be
that.
a
Or
burden
is
of
it a
sorts.
spiral? A bad spiral?
It's hard to say. It's
Is
hard
he
to say.
a Republican or a Democrat?
I'm not sure.
Because
I think
if he's a
Canadian.
Republican, okay, so
He's
he
a
might be,
reaction
like,
streamer.
A little bit more.
That's all you need to know.
Last one, and then for the consideration. This is Frederic. Scroll all the way
No,
down.
no,
He's
no,
a
no.
Chad World of Warcraft gamer.
He's a Chad.
He's
He's an actual Chad, like how
That
then-
shocked
we have to
face.
take our
during the
shoes
sex.
off because of
Pull
Karen
up the
downstairs.
sword one. That's him with Thunder Fury.
His
I don't know if
friend, I
that
guess.
has a.
What is Thunder Fury?
It's a sword.
From what's the
a
game you play?
World of Warcraft.
Right.
Legendary sword. Very few people. You gotta go into Molten Core. You gotta get the drops from it's Baron Geddon and Magmadar.
How much
Wait,
time do you
hold on.
still spend playing that?
I don't play it anymore. I used to
It's
though.
tough,
back
right?
in the
It seems
day.
like
I'm
a
too
really.
busy.
It just seems so addictive. Like,
I
It's
don't
super
think
addictive.
masculine men play video
No.
games.
boo,
Absolutely
guys, boo her in the chat.
Boo in the chat.
I really don't. I really
If you
don't.
play video games, that's a red flag.
Yeah. And not in the red pill way, in like the liberal blue pill way.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Isabella, you recently.
Sorry if
He's
you
just
play
gonna
video
move
games,
past
but
us.
I think if men play video games, it's like the
It's such a
biggest
turn-off.
turn off ever.
I feel like more masculine
You're
men
gonna
play video
get a
games.
lot
No,
of hate
really?
for that
Oh,
I don't
can't
care.
agree with that.
That's just like
But,
real
okay,
men don't play
when they
video
put on their
games.
headphones and they're like talking to 12-year-olds, I'm like,
That's
All right,
actually
here's
worse
a question:
than
is it a
porn.
turn off if
Yeah.
a guy watches a lot of movies? What the fuck is the difference?
I would,
Oh,
well,
because
there's
you're
a
like,
huge difference.
You're playing with like 12-year-olds in different countries. Like it's like
Not all games are
and
multiplayer.
it's way more hours than a movie.
You could just, like-
And the movie, you
spend,
might be
like, 6
cuddling with your
hours.
girl, but I also
Yeah.
don't love the fact of watching TV and movies in general when you could be being active, doing something on a nice date together.
But
spending
watching movies
quality
versus
time.
playing video games is completely different.
Yeah,
No,
like, yeah.
they're both like
You're living in an alternate
You're sitting on the
universe.
couch. You've got a big black screen in front of you. There's something playing on it. In one, you're just observing. In one, you're controlling to some
I hate
element.
playing
now, I do
video
agree.
games.
I do agree. There's a version of playing video games that's basically like me sinking into my own depression and playing Fall
Yes.
Guys for 8 hours.
Yes.
That is bad, and
Yes.
that's but also
It's
I've
way
had.
worse than porn, though.
I've
It's
had
way worse than
transcendent
porn.
experiences. You ever played Final
Little
Fantasy
kids-
VII? You
No.
ever played Zelda?
No,
It'll
and I
change
will
your
not.
goddamn life.
No.
Better
Little
than any
kids
Star
playing
Wars.
video games is
count
way
on it.
Lord of the
worse
Rings,
than
I don't
porn
care.
that's
It's
supposed
better.
to be 18 years or
That's like
older.
literally what I ask guys
It's
when
not
I
our
first meet
fault if
them.
they can
I say, "Do you play video
maneuver
games?"
themselves.
Maybe they
to
just
be
have a little bit
Wait,
of
so-
skill. You think video games is worse than porn?
Post Malone
think-
plays video games on his off days. He's way more successful than anybody in this room.
One thing.
Video games don't have an age requirement. Porn does.
Porn
So
has
Some
an
video games
age
do.
requirement
If a little
without any
kid-
age verification. So technically, is there really an age
But
requirement?
this is the
No.
thing. But this is the thing.
How are
Porn
kids
does have an
how-
age requirement, and video games don't. And I don't think anyone should be playing video
But
games.
why are we
at
comparing
all.
porn to video games?
Because
They're
you
both
said-
forms of
Wait,
entertainment.
but there's porn in video games nowadays.
True.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. Just to be clear. So for you two, if a guy plays video games,
No.
that's a big deal breaker.
I would
Oh,
never.
absolutely.
Let me tell you
never,
this.
never.
Absolutely.
I want to tell you this. The way that you feel about men who play video games is the way that men feel about the fact that you guys do OnlyFans.
I don't do
that-
OnlyFans.
She doesn't do
okay, excuse
OnlyFans.
me.
She doesn't
That
do
she
OnlyFans.
does OnlyFans.
I do a 9
then
to 5.
why was my
Excuse me.
ex-boyfriend and why was my ex-boyfriend fine with it? Why is every guy I'm talking to fine with it? Like
Probably
it's
to
Why-
2023.
Why is your ex?
Most
Why
men,
is he your
most
ex?
men
Yeah.
will have an issue.
He's not my ex because of like political or OnlyFans reasons. He's my ex because I knew that my intuition was saying he wasn't the one. He wanted it. Believe me, if it was
There's-
up to him, we'd still be together.
92% of relationships that are polyamorous or
He's
have
still
sex
we're
outside of the
we're
relationship
exes.
end
He's trying to
in
pay me
divorce.
for blowjobs now.
92%.
because
I mean, what does
Because
that
they
say
broke
how
up.
he views you? if he's
I
trying
would
to make
never
sex?
accept a payment for a blowjob.
I understand that.
But you're trying
But
to
that's
say,
how he
oh,
views
he's your
you.
ex because you do OnlyFans. He's not my ex because I do OnlyFans. He's my ex because I don't want him in my life.
Okay, so
over
you're
nine-
attracting negative men that continually
Well, I'm an
hurt you.
empath, so I naturally.
So you naturally attract
attract-
toxic people?
Well, yeah, they're hot as
I
fuck.
think when you do OnlyFans and that's like kind of like what you do, I think there's maybe like a
is the
degeneracy
thing.
factor that
So
those are
there-
the
No,
people
but no,
that are
but
attracted.
I didn't do OnlyFans when I met him.
No, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the men who are attracted to you, want to be with you, are not going to really be like a high value
Listen,
man. who
I
wants to
was
wife
on
you
$1
up
Million
and have
listing.
children
I don't
with
believe.
you.
Yeah, I
I mean, you could
I
be
know.
on whatever show you
But
want.
you're
that's
but
not
you're
what
not
I'm
wiped
saying.
up
Hey,
either.
stop interrupting her. Let her
Okay,
speak. Go ahead,
sorry,
Isabel.
sorry.
I don't even remember my thought.
I mean, I think you finished it.
Let's move on.
I don't think I actually interrupted that much.
We have one chat here. We have.
You said why
Jesus
am
Christ.
I think you're a
Hey,
whole
quiet.